Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to the lounge. Glad to be here with you guys as always. And this is something I decided to do because we've got a lounger that is also visually impaired, but also wants to um, record on YouTube. And I think that that is really awesome. And this person wants to do it themselves. I see nothing wrong with someone having someone record for them. Obviously, you're gonna get away. You're gonna get a professional look and all that stuff. But if you're doing videos and you really want it to be just all you doing the work, you getting the credit for the work and so on, then I see nothing wrong with that as well. So we're going to talk about some different options. This is actually a pretty long podcast, so I might end up uh, breaking it into a couple different podcasts. We'll just see as time goes on. I'll try to keep track of the time because nobody likes listening to a video or a vlog or a podcast that's 2 or 3 hours long. But there's a lot to cover, a lot to talk about, and I'm going to talk about every bit of it. First is using your iPhone to do your videos. We're going to do a quick review. Now, if you want to, get more on that, just let me know. As a matter of fact, we do have a video already recorded for that. So if we go back far enough, there's one there. But I'll be covering everything now, but just kind of a quicker review of it. And it doesn't matter what iPhone you have if you're using iPhone. If you are using Android, unfortunately, I cannot help you. But you know what? You could probably still follow along
9:45 p.m.
with this.
3 notifications.
The only difference is Android with TalkBack is different than iPhone with VoiceOver as far as the touch gestures and stuff like that. So let's start off with the video. All right. Brand new. I'm going to do a video. Yay. And now, how do I do it? I've got my iPhone, but how do I do it? Okay. Let me grab
9:46 p.m. 3 notifications.
Phone here. Okay. So we're going to go to the home.
Selected. Home. Close. Button.
And we are going
Actions
to
available. Play. Close. Button. Actions available.
Well, after we close this,
Close.
I don't know what it was doing.
Embry Grant. Selected. Home. Tab. YouTube.
Oh,
Dot.
yes.
Phone. 108 new items.
Podcast I'm going to do
Double tap to
later.
open.
So
Phone. 108 new items.
I'm on the home screen.
Double tap to open. No service. Status bar item. FaceTime. Calculate. Podcasts. Watch. Extras folder. Dot. Page 3 of 6. Adjusted.
Go to
Page
your
2 of 6.
home page.
YouTube. Now.
Page
172 replied. Thank you. Dot.
With
Phone.
your
108 new items.
iPhone, you can just hit the home
Double tap to
button
open.
too. Unless you got the new iPhone, and then obviously there's not a button, but
Phone. 108.
anyways,
Page 2 of 6. Adjustable. Mail. 56. Calendar. Photos. Camera.
going to go to the camera.
Double tap to open. Camera.
Okay.
Cam field. Flash. Automatic. Button. Take picture. Button.
Now, I'm holding the phone. Some people might hold it in landscape. I don't hold my phone that way until I'm recording, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So the first thing is you always want to check where your camera is. By that, I'm talking about, is it pointing, is the camera recording from the back of your phone or the front of your phone? Front being the screen that's facing to you, back being the back side where your hand is, right? You always want to check that first. Best way to do that is you go right above where your home button is, or if you don't have a home button, it would still be roughly in that area where your home button would be.
Take picture. Button.
You'll have the button for taking a picture or whatever. You right flick to the right.
Camera chooser. Back facing. Button.
It says camera
Switches between cameras.
chooser, back facing. That means that the camera is recording whatever is at the back of the phone. So whatever you got the back of your phone pointing at, that is what's recording. If you're wanting to be on the video, you need to double tap on where it says
take picture. Camera chooser.
camera
Back facing.
chooser.
Button.
So I'm going to double
Camera
tap it.
chooser. Front facing.
Now it says front facing. Now we're going to talk about that landscape here in a minute. But first, let's set it. Let's see where the camera mode is. Left flick.
Take picture. Button.
You got obviously is wanting to take a picture. Left click again.
Photo and video viewer. Button.
Photo and video viewer.
Camera mode.
Left
Photo.
click
Adjustable.
again. It
Swipe up or
says
down with one finger to
camera
adjust the value.
mode. If you're wanting to do a video, you're going to flick down
Video.
to where it says video, and then right flick
Photo and video viewer. Record video. Button.
to where it says record video. Now, I'm going to give you some helpful advice. There's two things you can do here. If voiceover doesn't bother you and you're wearing your earbuds, then you can leave voiceover on. But if you're not wearing earbuds and you're going to be recording and you got voiceover going, you know what voiceover likes to do. It likes to keep on letting you know if you're in the middle of the picture, to the center, to the left, to the right. If you're not going to use your earbuds, you need to disable voiceover before you start your video. The best way to do it is turn your phone to landscaping, which means
One face, large face, face nibbled and right edge.
phone.
Landscape.
See,
Home
and
button to the
it
right.
switches.
One face,
Now,
small face, face nibbled and right
you
edge.
should be holding it to where the bottom of the phone is
One face, small face, face nibbled image.
in your right hand, and the top
Alert.
of the phone
One
is
face,
in your
large face, face
left
nibbled and right edge.
hand.
20% battery remaining.
Okay?
Low power. Close. Button.
I'll close that.
One face, small
battery
face,
alert.
viewfinder. Image.
Now,
Double tap
as
and hold to
you can
adjust exposure.
see, voiceover keeps telling me.
One face,
See,
small
watch.
face, face nibbled and
See?
right edge.
So, if you don't have
One face, large face, face nibbled and right edge.
earbuds, now you're going to disable voiceover because your
One face, small face,
volume up,
face nibbled and right edge.
volume up button will control the
One
camera.
face.
All right? So, you want to disable your voiceover,
One face, large face, face nibbled, voiceover off.
which I did. Now, you're going to hit the up volume, and it will start your video. Hello, everyone. This is John from the Lounge doing a podcast on how to record doing it yourself, being visually impaired. We are now testing the camera as I'm showing others how to use the camera on their iPhone. And then you just hit the button again to stop the video. So now I did my video. I recorded it. Let's talk about what you don't want to do, or kind of what to make sure you don't do. Make sure, however you're holding your phone, make sure your hand's not in front of the camera. Make sure you keep your hand, your thumb away from being at the front of the screen where it goes in front of the camera. Okay? That's really important. Okay, so that's kind of far away. I apologize, guys, for the microphone there. Let me bring it up to me so you guys can make sure you can hear me good. There we go. I think we're good now. So make sure you keep your thumb out of the way of your camera. You don't want to interfere with that and then people not be able to see what you're doing or what you're talking about or whatever. Okay? Very important. So make sure you try to follow that best as possible. All right. Now, you recorded your video. It's always best to go back and review it. Now, you can go and turn your phone back the normal way. Turn your voiceover back on. Okay.
Voiceover on. Camera. Portrait. Record video.
Okay.
Button.
Now,
One face.
to the left where it said record video, just flick one time.
Photo and video. One face. Large face. Face
Photo
nibbled
and video
image. Record video.
viewer.
Photo and video viewer. Button.
Double click
Home
that.
button. Play video. Button.
And then you can play your video.
Play video. Video.
Hello,
22
everyone.
seconds.
This is John
9:50
from
p.m.
the Lounge doing a podcast on
and
how
make
to
sure the video's the
record
way that you want it.
doing it yourself,
Okay.
being visually impaired.
Evidently,
We are now
you know,
testing the camera.
I'm good with that. So
as
Video,
I'm showing
22 seconds,
others how to
9:50 p.m.
use-
once you are done, right? You went through, you know, okay, I like it. There's really a couple options. And I'll dive more into this maybe on another video about editing as far as using your iPhone to edit the video. There really isn't a lot you can do other than just making the video shorter or taking certain parts of the video out of it, right? Not really out of it. I don't know a way that you can actually, like, let's say there was something in the middle of that video you didn't want there. The only way is by taking the first half of that video, making it into its own video, and then going past that point where you don't want it, setting some markers, making another clip of a video of the end of that video, and then using an app to bring them together. I'm going to talk about apps here in just a few, okay? This is a long thing, so more likely this is going to be broken down into probably 2, 3, maybe even 4 different videos. But I want to do this. I've been procrastinating on getting it done. I want to get it done for you. I want to cover every possible option that can help you out. So I'm going to be talking about some apps and all kinds of stuff, okay? So make sure you find all 3 or 4, ever how many videos it is. And I'll have a link for you, too, down below where you can actually get the whole thing, okay? All right. Which means if you got a computer, you can download it. I don't know as far as iPhone about downloading zip files. I don't think it lets you. But I'll put them on a link that you can go to on your iPhone, and they'll all be right there. All 4. But they should be in order on YouTube as well. So let's move on. Stop babbling, John. Stop babbling. Dag on it. All right. So I talked about the editing a little bit, and we'll get into that. Maybe I'll add it at the end, turn it into another part just for editing or something. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see where this goes. So, talk about reviewing your video. Now we're going to talk about uploading your video. Right? That's what you want to know. What do I got to do to upload this video? It's very simple. Good thing I've got my other phone charging, so I can switch over to that one in a minute when this one gets too low.
We are now bringing you a short advertisement, and we'll return in just a few minutes.
There's always something deep down that motivates every single one of us. You just got to figure out what that is. Sometimes we don't even know what it is. Sometimes it takes hard work. It takes to make changes in your life to find that inner strength. Sometimes it takes other people, like your best friends, to stand up with you. But at the end of the day, it is up to you to make that change. Don't wait on somebody to bring you down. Don't wait on somebody to tell you if you got nice hair, or if your eyes are pretty, or if they like the job you have. Don't let somebody else's opinion be the reason that you make decisions. You need to be the reason that you make decisions. You gotta remember that opinions are just that. They are opinions. So don't let other people's opinion change who you are or change the things that make you happy. Whatever it is that makes you happy, you need to get up and you need to go for it. You need to go for the things that make you feel good about who you are. The things that make you smile. The things that make you get up in the morning and say, today, it's going to be the best day of my life.
Join us at the lounge where we continue to raise awareness for bullying and support each other.
Dob. Phone.
Okay.
Page 2 of 6.
So I'm going to go to YouTube.
Spots. Nike Ghost Radio. Amazon. Credit Karma. YouTube. iHeartRadio. YouTube.
All right,
3,820 new item.
YouTube.
YouTube. Back. Button. Angry Grandpa. Back. Button. Back.
Get
Task.
back to the
Button.
main
No service.
screen here.
Add. Billie Eilish. New album. Your account. Button.
Now, you can do 2 things here. when you open up YouTube, you can either you'll see where it says your account, or if you are logged in,
Search.
all
Button.
you got to do is go above
Video.
search,
Button.
left click above search, and you'll see where it says video. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload this, but I'm going to make it private because you guys, nobody wants to see that. So I'm going to hit video.
Video. Cancel. Button.
Okay.
Record.
Now,
Button.
you have,
Cancel.
starting
Button.
from the top of the screen,
Cancel. Button.
you've got cancel, and we'll flick to the right.
Record. Button.
You've got record, which means you can actually just start recording from there, and then it will upload. So I guess it's just a quicker way. If you're not wanting to edit it or anything, you're just going to record and then hit next and upload, I guess. Or you can
Go live. Button.
go live if your channel is at the, if you're approved to be able to go live and you verified your account and all that stuff, you can do live streams. Let's move on.
Video. 22 seconds. Created March
Video.
29th, 2019 at 9:50 p.m. Button.
Now, there's the video I just did. So once you find the video that you did, now here's the thing. The best way to do it is after you record a video, get the exact time. Because once you get like 20, 30 videos on your phone, it might not always put it in order. And you want to make sure you always upload the video that you just did, right? So make sure you know the time of your video after you record it, even if you got to write it down. Okay?
Go live. Video. 22 seconds. Created
In
March
most
29th, 2019 at 9:50
cases,
p.m. Button.
with YouTube, it keeps it in order. And soon as you
Live.
right click to the right of go live,
Video. 22 seconds.
that's
Created
the
March
last
29th,
video
2019
that
at
your
9:50 p.m.
iPhone
Button.
recognizes that you saved onto the phone or device. Okay? So you're going to double tap that.
Video. Back. Button.
Hello, everyone. This is John from the Lounge
Now
doing a
it's
podcast
playing it because
on how to
it's letting me
record
see the video that I just did.
doing it yourself, being
Okay.
visually impaired.
I'm going to show you a couple
We're now
options you got
testing the
here
camera.
on the YouTube uploader.
as I'm showing others how to use
Trim.
the
Hit.
camera
Next.
on
Video
their
player. Heading.
iPhone.
0. 20. Selected. Trim. Filters. Button. Music.
Okay.
Button. Music. Button.
Now,
Filters. Selected.
if you
Video.
start at
Next.
the
Trim.
very
Back. Button.
top, you'll see where it says back,
Trim. Heading.
trim,
Next. Button.
next,
Video player. Heading.
video player,
0. 22.
showed you the time, 0:22, 22 seconds.
0. 22.
Okay.
0. 22. Filters. Music. Button.
If you take your finger down to the right-hand side of your phone,
Music. Button.
you're going to see where it says music. I'm going to show you something important about this. If you want to add music, that's all good and everything, but you definitely need to adjust the volume. If you just go in there and add the music and then upload it, they're not going to hear you. They're just going to hear your music. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Double tap on music.
Selected. Music.
It'll say selected. Music.
Filters. Button.
Left flick.
Trim. Button.
Left flick.
Add music. Button.
Add music. First, you got to double tap the music button at the bottom right-hand side. Okay? Left flick to where it says add music.
Add music.
We're going
Close.
to do
Button.
that.
Add music. Heading.
Now, you've got some options.
Selected. Featured. Tab 1 of 3.
You've got
Button.
featured,
Genre and mood. Tab 2 of 3. Button.
genre, and mood, which is really good. I use that one a lot.
On device. Tab 3 of 3.
Or on
Button.
device. If you're going to use on device, let me give you some of my advice for your device. You cannot put music on your video that is copyright protected. So yes, unfortunately, that means no Madonna, no Britney Spears, no Hank Williams Jr., and no lay it down and softly whisper, Conway Twitty. Sorry, my bad. No Conway Twitty. All right? And I know it's a pity. And it really is kind of shh. Don't say that. All right, so be careful of what kind of music you add if you're adding it off your device, okay? let's go back to
Genre and mood. Tab 2 of 3. Button.
genre and mood and double tap
Selected.
that.
Genre and close.
Now
Button.
we
Add
got
music. Featured. Tab 1 of 3. Button. Selected. On device. Alternative and punk. Button.
okay, so you got alternative and punk. Okay.
Ambient. Button.
Ambient? Whoa. Hey, what happened here? If you guys are hearing me at a higher pitch, you might want to throw your phone on the floor. No, I'm just kidding.
Ambient and pitch.
Angry. Ambient. Button.
Ambient and pitch. My
Alternative and
gosh.
punk. Ambient. Button.
Ambient.
Angry. Button.
Angry.
Bright. Button.
Bright.
Calm. Button. YT Studio. Now. Smon 70.
Calm.
Cinematic. Calm. Button.
Just super calm.
Cinematic. Button.
Cinematic.
Classical. Button.
Classical. There you go.
Country and folk. Button.
Country and folk. Yeehaw.
Dance and electronic. Button.
Dance and electronic. Do you want to dance?
Dark. Button.
Dark. Dun-dun.
Dramatic. Button.
Dramatic. How dare you ask me to do something like this? I'm just kidding.
Funky. Button.
Funky. As in funky. Comadina. Oh.
Happy. Button.
Happy.
Hip hop and rap. Button.
Hip hop and rap.
Holiday. Button.
Holiday.
Inspirational. Button.
Inspirational. I love inspirational.
Jazz and blues. Button.
Jazz and blues. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Pop. Button.
Pop,
R&B and soul. Button.
R&B and soul.
Reggae. Button.
Reggae.
Rock. Button.
Rock.
Romantic. Button.
Romantic. Ooh.
Sad. Button.
Sad.
Sad. Button.
Sad.
Sad. Button.
Sad. Oh, okay. My bad. So you got all these different ones to pick from. I'm going to go ahead
Romantic.
and just go
Button.
to
Rock. Button. Reggae. R&B and soul. Pop. Jazz and blues. Inspirational. Holiday. Hip hop and rap. Inspirational.
I'm going to
Button.
go to inspiration. I'm going to do a little double tap.
Back. Button.
Okay.
Inspirational. Preview song titled Hot Heat by Toffemore and
Now,
Alex
here's
Elena.
the cool thing. You get to preview it. Check it out now. Here, look. Check it.
Stop music.
Yeah. Now we're doing a preview.
Preview song titled Hot Heat by
Okay.
Toffemore and Alex Elena.
It let me preview the song. Because once you go, you start at the top of your phone.
Inspirational.
Right
Preview song
click.
titled Hot Heat by Toffemore and Alex Elena.
It's going to tell you the name of the song and who it's from. And it's going to say preview. You right click one more time.
Select song titled Hot Heat by Toffemore and Alex
and
Elena.
it
Button.
will say select and then the name of that song. And you just keep right
Preview
flicking.
song titled Opening Night by Jason Farnham.
And it tells you preview. See, right here's another one.
Stop music.
All right. See, it lets you review any one of them that you want to
Song
add.
titled Opening Night. Preview song titled Runaways by Silent Partner. Stop music.
Okay. So now I'm looking. We'll just pick this
Select song
one.
titled Runaways by Silent Partner. Button.
Once you find what you want, double tap.
Select back button.
Okay, where it says select. When you're on the title that says preview, the next option, when you flick right, will be selecting that title. Okay, so it's title, right click again, select. All right. Now, here's something very important. This is what I wanted to show you.
Music heading.
Okay.
Next button. Video player. Replay button.
Start at the very top of your phone, top left-hand
Music
side,
heading.
where it says music.
button.
Okay.
Back
You'll see
button.
where it says back.
Music heading.
Right click music.
Next button.
Right click next.
Video player.
Right
Heading.
click video player.
Replay button.
Replay.
Track position. 22
Track
seconds of 22 seconds.
position.
Adjustable.
Now you
Swipe
can
up or down.
put that
19,
down
17
to
seconds.
0,
15 seconds. 13,
which is
11
what I'm
8 seconds
doing
of 22
now by
seconds. 6 seconds of 22
flicking.
seconds. 4 seconds of 22 seconds.
I'm flicking down where it says
Replay. Show audio controls. Button. Trim.
the track
button. Show audio
position.
controls. Trim.
Okay.
Filters. Button. Trim. Show audio. Track position. 4 seconds of 22 seconds.
See,
2 seconds of 22
flick
seconds.
down, it'll let
Less than a second
you
of 22 seconds.
go all the way back to the beginning. So you just keep flicking down
Play. Button.
until you get to the beginning
Track
of
position.
it.
Less than a second of 22 seconds.
This
Adjustable.
way you can review what
Swipe
the
up or down with one
sound
finger to adjust the value.
sounds like.
Show audio controls. Button.
Right flick, it's going to say show audio controls. You want to double tap that, and I'm going to show you why.
Hide
Double
audio
tap.
controls. Trim. Filters. Selected.
Now.
Selected. Music. Button.
All the way to the right, you're going to see where it says selected music. Left flick,
Filters. Button.
filters,
Trim. Button.
trim,
Change. Button.
change. That's if you want to change a song.
Remove. Button.
Remove if you decide, no, I don't want that song. It's stupid.
Repeat music. Button.
Left click again. Repeat music. Do you want this song to repeat over and over throughout your entire video?
Remove. Button.
Or do you want to use it as kind of your opener, right?
Repeat music. Button.
If you double tap that, it will repeat it. It will put it on repeat. Now, I'm not going to do that. Left click again.
Music track.
Music track. And then left click again.
70%. Adjustable.
It's going
Slide
to
up or down with one
say
finger to adjust the
the
value.
percentage of the volume for that music. By default, it sets it so loud. I don't understand that. You never want your music to be that loud unless you're doing a video that shows you doing something and you're not talking. Fine. Make it 100%. But if you're talking, you need to flick down.
60%. 50%.
And
40%.
it does it in... each time you flick, it takes away 10% of the volume.
30%.
See, 30%,
20%.
20%,
10%.
10%,
0%.
0%. I'm going to flick back up.
10%. 20%.
I'm going to put it at 20. 20 is cutting it kind of close. I don't recommend you go above that. All right?
Original audio.
Then you're going to left flick.
Scroll music. Hide audio controls. Track position. List play. Button.
And now remember when I told you how you can set the track
Track
position?
position. Less than a second of 22 seconds.
Set it,
Adjustable.
back at the
Slide
beginning
up or down with
so
one
you
finger to
can
adjust the
review
value.
it.
Play. Button.
This will let you review how the music sounds while you're talking. Now let's have a listen and just see for an example.
Video player.
okay?
Play. Button. Pause.
Hello everyone, this is John from the Lounge doing a podcast on how to record doing it yourself being visually impaired. We are now testing the camera as I'm showing others how to use the camera on their iPhone. Now, if you notice that music, it was kind of loud, but my voice was still a little bit louder than the music, right? So, if you're comfortable with it, the next thing you're going to do is go find your next button.
Back. Button.
So I'm going to go up to the top left-hand side of the phone.
Music. Heading.
Okay,
Back.
you got
Button.
back,
Music. Next. Button.
then you got next. I'm going to hit next.
Next. Back. Button.
Now, we're going to talk about a couple things here. This is very important. If you have downloaded the app YT Studio, you are going to want to be setting your video to be unlisted or private, either one, just so that it doesn't go up for people to see until you've been able to edit to your satisfaction. And we'll talk about that here shortly.
Back. Add details. Heading.
I'm going to right flick.
Upload. Unable to save changes. Checked.
Okay.
Lounging with John.
Now, here's something you don't want to pay attention to. I don't know why it says this by default, but it does.
Upload. Unable to save
It
changes.
says
Check title for errors.
upload,
Button.
unable to save changes. Don't listen to that. It's a bug with VoiceOver or something, but that's your upload button. Do not double tap on that until you have went through the different options I'm going to show you.
Lounging with John.
Right flick. It's going to show you the channel that you're logged into. Right flick again.
Title. Title. Text field.
It's going to ask for a
Double tap to
title.
edit.
So we're going to double tap,
Title. Text field.
and we're just going to
Copy.
put in
X.
example.
X. A. A. Delete. M. M. P. P. L. L. B. B. Space. Space. T.
Example
T. I. I.
title.
T. T. L. L. B. B.
And then I'm going to...
Title. Text field.
Okay.
Description.
Then
Description.
you got
Text field.
description.
Double tap to edit. Use the rotor to
Now,
access misspelled words.
I've always been told you want to have your title in your description too. So what I do
Lounging with John.
is
Title.
I'll
Text
go
field.
to my
Is it
title,
insertion point at
double
start?
tap
Insertion point at end.
to where I'm at the end, and then use my rotary button on the iPhone with your little, you take two fingers and make like you're turning a knob.
Edit.
And I'm going to turn to the left with my two fingers on the screen. It says edit.
Select all.
I'm going to flick down to select all, double tap.
Example title. Selected.
Okay, it's selected. Now I'm going to flick down again
Look up. Share. Copy.
and go to copy. Double
Example title,
tap on
copied.
copy. And then
title, text, description,
I'm going to go to
description, text
description.
field, insertion point at end,
And I'm going to do the rotary thing again. I'm going to take my 2 fingers like I'm turning the knob, like a volume knob.
misspelled words, edit,
I'm going to get to edit,
paste,
down flick,
example
double
title,
tap, paste. Now the title is in the description. Then
return,
hit return
New
so
line,
you're on a
title.
new line and start doing your description, whatever you want to say. In this case, I'm not going to put anything. Man, this is just showing you how to do it. The next thing you want to do is kind of get back to the top of the screen with your finger,
back, button,
okay?
add details,
And start
heading, upload,
right-clicking
unable, lounging with John, title,
until you
description,
see
privacy, public, button,
privacy. Double tap.
private,
Now,
description, example title, text
you're going
field,
to go to the
description,
privacy
example,
option. Kind of put your
public,
finger on
anyone
the
can search for and view,
screen. You'll
button,
find the options. You have public, right-flick again.
unlisted, anyone with a link can view, button,
Unlisted. Anyone with a link can view.
private, only you can view, button,
Private, only you can view. I'm going to double tap on private.
private, description,
Now,
text field, is editing,
we've
example
got
title, insertion point at end,
the
use the rotor to
title,
access misspelled words,
description, and we've got it set to private. Now, if you go down, there is a location service you can turn on. I don't mess with that. Okay? It's not important. Leave it alone. Now you're going to go to the top.
add details, heading, upload, unable to save changes,
You're gonna
check title for
upload
errors,
where it
button,
says unable to save changes. I don't know why it does that because it will upload. It does save it. So let's double tap.
cast, back, button,
Now, it's uploading. It's going to take you back to your main screen on your YouTube, and it's going to show you every video
IDD unbelievable, 13,
that
let's chat,
you
error preparing upload,
have, even
example
the
title, uploading 40,
ones
uploading, 2 videos,
that are
heading,
uploading.
date edited, newest, button,
Now,
uploading, 2 videos, heading,
mine says 2 videos because one messed up before I was trying to upload.
example title, processing 0%, private,
But if you
0,
right
22,
click,
uploading, 2 videos, example title, processing 0%, private, 0, 22,
it'll
button.
say processing. You'll see
uploading,
where
2,
it's doing
example
what
title,
it's got to
process,
do.
let's chat, error preparing upload, 19, 41, button, more actions,
I'm going to go ahead and delete this.
delete upload, cancel HD, edit, button, retry upload, cancel, button, cancel, edit, cancel HD upload, button,
I'm going to cancel the HD upload.
alert, cancel HD, okay, cancel, button, cancel. I did the unbelievable, 13, let's chat, error preparing upload, example title,
Hold
process,
on.
let's chat,
Fix
error preparing
that
upload,
again.
more actions,
It's being silly.
delete upload,
Okay.
cancel HD upload, button, delete upload, button, cancel HD upload, button, delete upload, button,
No, I'll just delete this one.
alert, delete upload, okay, cancel, button, okay, button,
Hit
okay,
OK.
upload
All
deleted,
right, now,
let's chat, deleting, 19, example title, processing 94%, private,
now
videos,
if you see
heading,
it, it'll show you, it'll
back,
say,
button, videos, cast, video, search, more action, date edited, newest, uploading, 1 video, example title, processing, private, 0, 22,
okay,
button.
example title processing. Once it's done, this is kind of tricky with the iPhone because when it's done, you're going to look on there and you're not even going to see the time. Like, where did it go? It's there. When it does that, you just need to go back, either go back or close YouTube and reopen it. That's after it has successfully uploaded. And you'll know that because you'll either not see it there or you'll see it and it'll show you that it's uploading.
videos, heading,
See, it says videos.
cast,
Now
button,
let's look.
video, search, button, more actions, date edited, newest, I did the unbelievable, 13 views, 1 hour ago,
See?
date edited, newest, button,
You don't see
double
it.
tap to, more actions, search, video, cast, videos, back, button,
Here's what
back,
I do.
button.
I go back.
cast, button, add, Billy, your account,
I
button,
go to my
your account,
account.
close, button, get YouTube TV, time watch, my channel,
I go
button,
to my channel.
cast, button, lounging with John, 2018 just, uploads, hit, I did the unbelievable, 13, uploads,
Okay, and
heading,
then I double tap on uploads.
uploads, back,
It'll
button,
refresh.
I did the unbelievable, example title, no views, 2 minutes ago, private,
Example
23 seconds,
title,
button,
no views. See, it's there. So then
YouTube,
you are set to do the next step that I'm getting ready to talk to you about.
10:15 p.m.
We're going to be going through this next step in the next part of this how-to series. So you're going to need to listen to the second part, okay? Like I said, there's going to be more than one. I wanted to break these up. We're going to be talking about the YouTube studio. We're going to be talking about editing. We're going to talk about thumbnails. And then we're going to talk about a couple other options that you can do as well. So I want you, if you don't have that app downloaded, you need to have it downloaded if you're going to move on through these steps that I'm showing you how to do. There are quite a few different apps out there that will work for those of us that are visually impaired when we want to edit to our video or just do different things. And I'm going to be the one to show you how to use some of those apps. So, go grab the app, take you a break, get you a drink, and I'll see you on the second part of this how-to series. This completes part 1 of the Blind YouTuber how-to series. Join us in part 2 as we take you through different apps and how to edit your video all by yourself.